Hello, my name is Erina. I am your tarot reader who delivers sincerely and truly. Today's video will be a little bit different, but that's just because I want to show you how I even came up with the topic today. As you can see, I have Knight of Pentacles, Devil, and Three of Wands in here. Now, I'm not going to go into details how I came up with the conclusion. Basically, what the cards are saying is understand our vision. Our vision is often driven by desire. Now, by understanding the desire, that will allow us to understand the depth and the motivation behind our vision. So both elements are intertwining. Then how do we make a practical plan after it? Now, to avoid adding too much of my own projection and personal opinion to it, I am gonna deliver this message today by clarifying these cards on the table. So without further ado, let's draw some cards. Devil is what drives behind the vision, which is Three of Wands. So let's see what clarifier card we get for the Devil. Now remember, we will watch our shuffle along the way. As you can see, the shuffle is quite loud and crispy than usual. That means when we have a vision, that's when our desire is screaming loud within us. And it jumped out so aggressively. Eight of Cups. Now, this is telling us that usually when our desire comes up when disappointment is the loudest. Now, disappointment can be we're not happy with something, we're not happy with the outcome, we're not happy with how things are going. Eight of Cups is also understanding the situation fully and having the courage and deciding to walk away. And that just sounds very natural. When we walk away, obviously we need to do something next. So that's when our desire becomes the loudest. One tricky thing about the Devil is that we have to be very careful. When we walk away from a situation, we need to make sure that we are not solely manifesting the next thing because we're not happy about the previous thing. After we set our intention right, it is time to have a better look of our vision, which is the Three of Wands. Now, I think it's very common that when we're trying to understand our vision, we often feel lost, or it could be slow to come into full picture in our mind, which is like how our shuffle is right now. Six of Swords. So Six of Swords is really corresponding to the clarifier, which is the Eight of Cups for the Devil, is that before we start manifesting the next thing and to understand our vision, we need to make sure that we are moving to calmer water first. We are completely emotionally detached from the previous situation, or at least it doesn't bother you to a point where it is the fuel for why you're leaving the previous situation. Then we are able to understand our vision better. So vision, right? What can we pay attention to our vision? So let's ask the cards. Nine of Wands. I love the Nine of Wands coming out. With the Nine of Wands is reminding us that when we are picturing what to do what to do next. To ensure that we start a plan and we finish the plan, which is very important, and the main message of Nine of Wands, because it's about perseverance. What is the thing that allows you to, you just keep doing it and you won't quit? Or even if you really want to quit, you have enough reasons or to pull back to tell yourself, no, I gotta keep standing on this. As you can see an image of the person, he is absolutely exhausted, he is injured, but he is still standing. That's the major lesson of Nine of Wands. How do we keep moving? Now, I think with the Nine of Wands, it definitely takes us some time to understand what we truly like doing. Nine of Wands, it's all about doing. So what is the thing that you might not... Now, another important thing is that it doesn't necessarily have to be something that even from the beginning you're like, oh my god, I'm so passionate about it. Nine of Wands is reminding us that what do we keep doing that through time you just don't even realize that you've been doing it for so long, and yet you keep doing. So that's a main component with our vision. Now let's dive into how we actually put things into plan with the Knight of Pentacles. How do we put into plan? And when we make a plan, what do we need to pay attention to? How do we achieve Knight of Pentacles? Four of Cups. Now, I know Four of Cups, it's a little bit duh. Four of Cups. Four of Cups, it's all about contemplation. Yes, the image is showing that universe is showing you a cup and you're ignoring it, but is that person really ignoring a so-called blessing? I somehow disagree. That person knows that he has 3 cups in front of him that he needs to work on, and therefore he is contemplating how to work on it. He didn't intentionally to ignore the cup. He could be choosing to not accept it or not yet. Four of Cups is really tying back to the whole conversation we're having right now, is think what that thing is. What is the Nine of Wands? Feel duh. So let's draw one more card and see. What else do we need to pay attention to? Or how do we achieve Knight of Pentacles? Four of Swords. Very interesting. We have 4 cards together. 4 is about stability. One of the ways how do we maintain stability? Rest. Again, 4 of Swords. Why do we rest? We rest to clear up our mind. We rest to make sure that we have enough energy, enough mental capacity to move on to the next thing. So tying back the whole conversation we are having here with the cards, I think the more cards we draw, we will soon get 9 of Swords. The cards are really emphasizing that don't worry too much and take enough rest, think enough, and focus on doing that one thing with 9 of Wands, and the rest will follow. I know it sounds cliche, but great news, manifestation takes a lot of faith. If you find the reading message helpful today, I welcome you to book a reading with me at Vancouver-tarot.com. And I'll see you next time.